Back, it's T-Kirk Media. We're gonna take the version 7 STi axles out today. To do this, you're gonna need a 3/16 punch and some dirt to lay in and a hammer. Make sure when you hit the roll pin out that you're going the correct direction. I've got it positioned where the roll pin will come out the top, hit it from the bottom. I should be able to smack it there. But this thing wasn't moving very easily, so that's kind of a concern. PD boy, hold the camera and I'll kind of show you. Get down in there so you can kind of hear it better. What the hell is that? That's spooky, so that's a concern there. This is called the big fucking hammer. Oh, I probably shouldn't say curse words anymore. There's one. Oh, where'd my roll pin go though? Here, you go up there still? Check that out. Woo! Popped right out. 3/16. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Cool. Just don't lean on the oh god. Don't. I'm claustrophobic, and this is spooking me because I don't ever do this with the no jack stands. It's a rule I have. Sometimes you just don't lead by example, you just do it and you ask for forgiveness. I don't think that's how it works. Is it out? I have no idea. Yay! Over down here. This axle is popped kind of loose. You're never gonna have enough wiggle room unless you have the transmission out of the car like that. Or I mean like without this Johnny right here. You can't move it when the motor's on there obviously, but this is still cool. So it's one axle pop free. Just kind of wiggle it free a little bit and then I'll move the trans. Or I don't even need to, nope. Cause it's, you know, and then this is the coolest part right here, dude. Take that big Johnny hammer. I left the Johnny hammer under the car. You can see if maybe it's loose. Oh, okay, it is. Ah, my fucking thumb. Holy shit, that was a terrible idea. All right, that works. Oh yes, that's what I love to see. There's the bad CV boot. Bad CV boot. All right. I don't know what the hell is going on here this Sunday morning, but I like it. All right, that really hurt, P. I should have just grabbed the hammer and fucking hit it hard. Oh, it doesn't even need to be hit hard. Okay. Well, it's typical T-Kirk Media. Oh, I think I wasted my time with this axle, but when in doubt, replace them. So yeah, I definitely wasted my time pulling this one, but I needed to pull it anyways to get the hub off and do the wheel bearing eventually. So that's the next thing I have to do aside from brakes. He's putting up the smoke signal to come save the Subaru. What's the signal for? It's a signal fire. What are you telling them? Definitely is gonna catch that chair on fire. Won't move it. No, it's not my chair to deal with. You smoking out the GC? What's up, baby? You got a little bit of stuff in there. Pretty sure today's no burn day. Hope you don't get a fine. Back in the garage. We're gonna start disassembling the inner boot or axle portion. For this, I don't remember how to take these clamps off. I'm just gonna cut them off because I don't need them. I'm not gonna reuse them. I've seen people reuse them, but I'm gonna try pair of dikes to get those off. You'll need snap ring pliers to get the snap ring out of the there so you can pull it all free. We're gonna actually be using EMPI CV boot kit on this one. Usually I would use all Subaru OEM parts, but this is like the most affordable, I think, inner solution for a version 7 STi axle.
Now that we've got most of the grease out of there, this is kind of like a redundant. You didn't really have to clean all that out with brake clean. But now that I've got brake clean introduced into that system, that'll wear down on the grease or lubricant that we add in there. So we want to make sure any brake clean or degreaser you put in there, you actually get it out. So I'm going to blow it out with a compressor and let it dry for maybe an hour in the sun here in Arizona. It'll dissipate at that point. It's what the brake clean should dissipate a lot faster, but because it's in these crevices and it's, yeah. So you don't have to do that. You can just wipe it down with a rag and add some grease to it. Really, I just went overkill because that's, I don't know, that's how I do it.
27 hearts beat.
So I boogered the first clamp, so I've got to use the second one. Means that I'll have to probably go to the post spot, to the mailbox to get the other clamps that came in, which I really didn't feel like doing. So one thing that should be noted that I didn't mention before is that there's this line right here. You don't want your boot going over that, and I think I fucked that up the first time I tried doing it. So now that I've got that secured in the right spot-ish, yeah, like right there. This one needs to go right there. I'm gonna actually secure this portion. When you use these clamps, try to get them as snug as possible so that they're not rotating or anything like that before completely clamping them down. Because if they're too loose, then you'll know right away that you just wasted a CV clamp. And honestly, I think this might work this time around. Got a little more onto it. But if not, I'll be a little saddened, because then I'll definitely have to buy another clamp or get more clamps. No, I don't want to get any more clamps right now. Well, you can always do clamps later. Or I'll do clamps later. Fuck it. If this one doesn't turn out, I'll do them again. Separate to this video. Okay. That's on there. It's not spinning. Okay, lock it into place. That's what it should look like, okay? You've got to very carefully place them in there, very carefully. Otherwise, you'll have yourself a mousetrap contraption in no time. And that shit is frustrating. All right. I'm gonna line those up. Balls. Okay. It has free range all the way around. Now I just need to add grease. Now this comes into the equation. And you can feel it on the inside there, so we'll just kind of just get it around the axle shaft there and pretty much pop her right in. And you will want to make sure that that is seated. I know it's hard to tell with all this grease in the way, but basically it won't come back out and it won't go any further in, and it's not cockeyed. You can feel the little thing, so that looks good, feels good. Yep, we're gonna just, okay. And that's in. That's a mess, but it's in. GoPro doesn't know what it wants. The battery's dead, it's not dead, it's hot as fuck out, things getting fried. I gotta finish here. We gotta finish before this thing just throws me through the roof. But we've got solutions. Boots are on, boots are on. I need to finish putting the clamps on. They're in the mailbox, I'll do it later. We got everything together. That's as much as you need to see for this video. These are the boot part numbers for the inner. These are the boot part numbers for the outer. If you like what you saw today, if you want to see more, please stop by for more. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'm drenched. You want to see more of this moist man, come back for more. Thank you.